Hello everybody and welcome back. It's BTS Europe tournament right now, and we are in Arcade versus Elements Pro Gaming. It's game number 3 of this best of 3 right now, split 1 apiece. I'm going to be KotLGuy joining as caster, and I got joining me Lysander. Lysander, here we go now. Elements looked very, very good in game number 1, which you did miss, but Arcade really fired back in game number 2. They had such a strong early laning phase. They rolled right through Arcade or Elements. We saw a small window of opportunity that maybe they could stall out for an Ember Spirit, but that opportunity just never came. The Silencer was a great counter pick, and it just worked out in their favor. So here we go into game number 3. Let's see what they do. Earth Spirit. I hope so, man. I don't know. Invoker early, though, coming out for Arcade. Would you agree?
I like this year.
I mean, to go more into Invoker himself, once considered, you know, he was a pick if you had the Invoker player on your team, and maybe some of the Shadow Fiends, the Quaps, you know, were not available. You might consider it for its, you know, Quas Wex capabilities. But now with his buffs, his capability to use a lot more right off the bat at level, you know, or even level 2, and with this new Fairy Fire item, do you consider Invoker to be like the best mid laner available now? Or like in most cases in the right hands? Maybe if you're going against a Viper, you might lose the mid lane matchup, but he seems like the platinum grab right now for mid lane.
Platinum grab?
I mean, who would you prioritize over an Invoker? I mean, unless you're looking to get something more out of it, and like I said, like you're like, well, we definitely want to win, so let's get a Viper or something. If you have an Invoker player, is there any reason to not go for an Invoker early?
I mean, he's great, but he has a lot of weaknesses. I think one of the weaknesses that I remember hearing from someone was that he doesn't do well against certain types of lane pressure, especially the damage lacking. I mean, yes, Fairy Fire has managed to offset a lot of the damage difference thing, but Invoker's weak in the early levels, so ganking him, setting him far behind, it can really take a toll on him because he really needs the levels, and if he's like delayed in his orchid timing, if you're going Quas Wex, you can really be set behind on your game, and you could just don't do well from there because under-level Invoker is quite a burden. But yeah, like you said, you have a good Invoker player, you can try and pick it up because he has a lot of options you can do. You can have that safe lane farming Exort Quas kind of carry pusher, or with Meteor for team fights, or you can have that Quas Wex for early game control. I like the hero, but I don't think he's platinum. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not in the position to judge this, but I don't think he's platinum, so to speak.
Fair enough. We'll see if there is going to be some sort of lane pressure to go against him, if that is one of his flaws. For now, they have the best in lane pressure. It looks like they're going to be picking up the Bane as their second grab. They banned out the Quap and Wisp to kind of lead things in here, so there was a potential chance for Elements to pick up the early Bane if they wanted to kind of be a bit of a nuisance to him, but they found more priority in going back for the Gyrocopter here, which has been something Illidan found success with in game number 1. And, of course, Tusk is just one of those heroes that's hard to pass. And if they're going to pick a Tusk, I doubt we'll see like any sort of Earth Spear play from them. That would have to come from the side of Arcade if they have the player or not. More than likely, it's just another day where we're going to see an ignored Earth Spirit. But you can't ignore some heroes, is the point I'm going to be trying to make here. And Elements get rid of something like a Brood. I'm still surprised that there are plenty of games where Brood does not get banned. And I see it as a great option, and it just goes bypassed. And I feel like some teams are sleeping on it still, and it could come back to bite them in the ass one day if a team like Vega rolls around and they still have Mag, you know, to kind of stomp through with a Brood.
I think you just ban Brood because you don't want to be happily along on your drafting adventure. Oh yeah, we got to pick this, that. Oh shit, we forgot AoEs, and then 5th pick Brood, and you know you lost the game. The feeling of knowing you lost the game at 0 minutes is kind of sad. So yeah, I just want to ban it for any blindsides. And here we see an Undying, so maybe Elements going to take this game, you know, push it up to 11, push up the aggression to 11 here.
Tusk Undying, a common duo we used to see. And
I called it!
They do go for the Earth Spirit. Very nice. All right.
I am stream sniping.
Good. Another hero I can ride on And
Alright.
oh, great, an Oracle too.
Dire
Here we go,
team
folks. You wanted 6.86? There you go, right here.
I'm enjoying myself. I'm glad I agreed to stay up till 4:30 a.m. to cast this. This was great.
So where though? Okay, all right. This doesn't really
Radiant
help, but
team ban.
as far as where are they
I like
going,
Phoenix.
I like Earth Spirit in an off lane position or more of a core
It
position
might be a
than
Phoenix
a
Earth
support.
Spirit lane.
So either I would prefer him to be set up in a dual lane, which, as you said, could be Earth Spirit Phoenix, because I mean that seems more likely. I don't see any teams, especially
It's very
European
likely.
teams, to do Phoenix as a
5
support, like a
seconds
straight up
remaining.
support. So a duo lane
Played as a
is
position
probably in
3,
order.
I think.
Yeah, I think
Phoenix,
she'd be the
because
3,
he needs
and,
levels.
and Earth Spirit has to be in some sort of aggressive position. You
Mhm.
can't play him in that support defense
Dire
position
team
anymore, not
back.
without the pull. So
Yes, you can
they
pull.
need to,
Yeah.
they need to get
I
kills.
think it's a huge nerf.
They
It was
need
a
to get
huge nerf.
kills and levels. The problem is, though, is when you commit to something like this, if it doesn't work, kind of like maybe a little bit similar like a bounty hunter effect. Like when you get an early bounty hunter, you're hoping that he's going to have a big impact in like the
10
laning stage to be a
seconds
problem. But
remaining.
if he can't get anywhere, and let's say he gets picked off a couple of times, you just suffer.
5
Earth Spirit
seconds
is
remaining.
definitely the same way. If you don't get those early kills, you're not getting farm or XP
Reserve
anywhere.
time.
You got to hand that over to your own cores. You can't farm well as it is. He's not a good farming hero at all. And you'll be stuck with very little XP. You won't have an Ags, and because you don't have an Ags, you can't do the pull, which means your late game viability is also pretty
Radiant
terrible
team
when the
pick.
other team
Yeah.
has BKBs and ways to prevent your precious Magnetize from doing work. So you go all in
Oh,
when you
wow,
go
again.
support Earth Spirit. And
They
again,
turned
no,
the
the
table.
silencer.
No, this time it's the other team taking it.
Yeah.
Element.
Oh man, such a good counter to Earth Spirit, and it's such a
Yeah,
good counter
not-
now because of that
The
new
Phoenix.
curse.
It's the biggest counter to Phoenix.
Yeah,
because
this pick-
if you lost the Phoenix before he dives, he can't dive because if he dives, he will just come back because he can't stop the dive. So it's a huge counter to Phoenix, and picking anti-mage into silencer undying. I don't know about this. It felt like they were going for something aggressive here, and then I don't know, they decided to settle for late game. We'll see how well this anti-mage goes. It isn't the best anti-mage game. I think picking AM just to deal with silencer isn't the best, especially since it's going to be a mid silencer. Mid silencer can trounce Invoker pretty hard, I tell you. I think that's where you will see the attack difference coming into play here. The glaives, the last word, is going to be so painful for Invoker to deal with. And anti-mage, if Elements run an aggressive lane, what is he going to do? I don't know. I think Elements should run an aggressive lane to contest the anti-mage. Because like you said, Earth Spirit and Phoenix are not good defensive supports now. So a Bane alone is not going to be able to deal with Undying and Tusker. I feel like Elements have the drafting upper hand here. Earth Spirit Phoenix will really have to make their dual lane work if it is the case. Long range initiation works really well with Phoenix. Because contrary to popular belief, your Phoenix should usually go in second. Because if you go in first, everyone just blows up your sun. But if you go in second, you kind of are the secondary problem for the enemy team to deal with. So that's usually how I feel like Phoenix should be played. But hey, we'll see how Dance plays it. It's definitely nice to see some fresh new faces in our Dota scene.
Well, the thing is, actually, someone tweeted at me that if I went to Gosu Gamers to check out the matchup, they have more of the correct names to the faces to the names. And there is some very familiar faces in here which I would not have known otherwise because of their crazy names right now, like Anime Boy, like whatever. Elements right now, we have Screen. Yoku's on this team.
Oh, wow. Really?
I guess it's Good Game. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Because we have Illidan General and King R. So I guess Good Game is Yoku. Would not have known otherwise.
Makes Arcade's achievement in Game 2 even better now.
Yeah, right? This team is feeling a lot more stacked than I thought. Unfortunately, I just don't speak the language and I'm in the scene. And even for Team Arcade, there are some familiar faces. Cheshire Cat, one of them that stood out to me. This guy was formerly on Power Rangers and a tremendous offlaner. I remember a lot for his old Nature's Prophet play. He's been playing a part of the squad.
And
J4, who was on Empire Bit. Yeah, Bignum as well. So
okay. Suddenly the names are coming in.
I mean, it's a shame that they're not labeled up properly.
Alright, we hyped them as a bunch of unknowns in the previous game. Our apologies, but Alright, suddenly it feels more like CIS Dota again. It's like all our
Yeah,
friends
right?
are back. They pull off the mask and like, hey, I'm not really anime boy. I'm
30
actually
seconds
so
to
and so.
battle.
I just like anime. But yeah, it's gonna be the good old Roshan powering you with snowball gank. And I pity the fool that goes in for the rune, but hey, that fool could be Phoenix, and he'll get out of there scot-free. Okay, J4 is it. Tag, you're it.
Oh god. Oh god.
Everyone,
Oh, I'll just an easy
get
rune for
in
me. Yeah, no
here!
problem. No one's guarding this? Easy rune. No problem. Go
Oh,
now so you get
100
the rune.
bucks! Oh,
Hi, how's
shit.
it going? Oh my god. Yeah,
Where's the
you are
bomb?
the sacrifice. Does he get the rune? No.
Nope.
Damn.
-2.
Blood. They sing the song of
Not the best way to start the game.
Yeah, it's just a support after all. It will create just a minor bit of breathing room for their mid laner to come back. And of course they get that first blood bounty for the whole thing.
And I think the worst part of that whole death was Bane has perfect stats and perfect stat gain. So for the rest of the game, his stats are now going to be off.
Oh,
Look at that.
triggered.
Yeah, he has perfect stat game as well, yeah. It's 2.1 for each level and 22 at the start. And look at Invoker getting trounced. He's gone for first point Exort to try to deal with the damage again, but it's not gonna work. Look at that.
Yeah, this is a core silencer on that. They know that this guy is the key component for
There's
the
your
team.
platinum pick right there.
Yeah, right? I mean, bottom lane,
Trounced.
early harassment on the Phoenix. The laning setup from Elements here is very, very good. This silencer pick is just an absolute
Silencer mid is
pain
so
in the
powerful,
ass
isn't it?
to the lineup of Arcade, I could tell you. This Earth Spirit is going to be sad. I mean, Phoenix very, very sad. Invoker sad. Like, they need BKBs now, and them getting that kind of farm means that they need to have a good early game, mid game, like they did in game number 2. If that doesn't happen, I mean, they're just as quick as dead. But we'll see. I could be pleasantly surprised here. It's just, I think Elements have thrown together just a hot box of picks. It's going to be a very difficult time for Arcade. Cry Ebola Spirit all you want, but in my opinion, this is not going to be a fun game for them.
Yeah, this is the I'm mad pause. He can call it lags. I'm calling mad. He's mad cause bad, right? Is he? Yeah, he's mad cause bad.
I think so.
Barrage.
Yeah, Madca's bad.
Yeah, Barrage is not gonna be happy with this laning situation. I really hope Silencer goes curse though, because the new curse is fun.
The
But
curse
I
is
like
fun
the-
and
I
it is a
kinda
huge
miss
buff
the
against the
mana burn.
spam heroes.
I
That's for
miss the
sure.
mana burn of the old curse. It was so fun to put it on a Pudge, and he had to decide whether or not to blow his whole mana pool to hook you, or just wait for his mana tick down. It's kind of cool.
So that means it's another indirect buff to Pudge this patch. That's nice. More love for Pudge.
Yeah. Ice Frog is a dandy fanboy,
Nice.
and Phoenix is in trouble.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Big hit out here from King R. locks him in place. The Oracle looks to sidestep here. His Fortune's End has been very, very good here for the Phoenix. Being able to rock him back. But,
and
oh, man,
you're
already
over.
it starts
Hold it.
top lane. They're going to get the jump here, take out Bignum. And the
No.
AM looks for revenge. He needs another attack,
Oh,
and
got him.
they're going to get
Good
it.
game. Nice anti-mage kill. I think he really needed that.
Uh-oh, sleep
Sunstrike.
into Sunstrike. Roll 4. Bignum
That's
is
big.
back, baby, and he's got the stun. Good cleanup
him.
right there for him.
And Barrage, that's his second salve is chugging. So
Radiant's top tower is under
the
attack.
Sansa is 9-7, Invoker's 3-0. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad to be. I'm glad I gave the proper analysis, I guess, for the Invoker thing.
I mean, it's
But,
not. You don't always expect to be
ow.
going up against the silencer in the mid lane.
Invoker trounce.
It was a good heads up play. They were
I mean,
able to get
I
the
think
grab.
it would be the same situation against a Queen or a Puck as well. A good Puck and Queen would definitely beat you in the lane as well. Okay, maybe he dies now.
Oh, for sure.
Yep, he did.
Nice. Lockdown additionally. The silencer will get dropped. Unknown factor, though, is who's going to be ganking that precious mid lane matchup from the outside, I guess. And you can see Arcade just don't want to kind of allow them to get rolled over too quick. They need to be able to be there and respond and be on the forefront of aggression. But you're looking at a team who's got a Tusk Undying duo. That team loves to get aggressive here as they bully back this AM. So it's going to be a lot for the Arcade supports to kind of juggle between being there as a safety net for someone like the AM and looking to bully out a different lane.
Yeah, I don't care what pros say, I just hate it when people don't add curse. Like, that's just so annoying to me. I mean, like, level 2 Glaives doesn't even scale that well in the early game. It scales late game, but not in the early game. I feel like 1 point is enough because you want to op walk the guy and not get creep aggro. But skipping curse is not the way. And oh, dead again.
Yep, there's the sleep.
4-man all up.
And yeah, they just 4-man. They kicked the poor guy. That's an assault right there. They really have a lot of hate for this mid lane. I mean, I guess, yeah, Silencer wins the mid lane matchup, but it will certainly piss off the other team a lot when he does.
Invoker is back to platinum. Well, when you have help, you're platinum.
Oh, for sure. Anyone can be.
Oh.
Mid lane KotL with the right help would probably be a platinum pick, I'm sure, in some cases. But here, bottom lane is happy because with all the attention on this Silencer means that Illidan has a free lane to work with. He's top of the CS along with the Tusk, who's actually taken over it. And he has been having the time of his life in this off lane. So where they're struggling a bit and all this attention is being put on the Silencer and getting kills, the other two lanes are happy as a clam.
The thing about this is that they don't have good heroes to take down the Sun, so late game, unless they get the silence off right, if the Phoenix gets a good initiation, they could really end him. And, oh, gets blown up! Wow, that range of Purifying Flames is ridiculous.
It really is. I mean, I often go for, like, even an Aether Lens when I play, like, my overthrow games, just so you have that much further range for a KS. It would be ridiculous. Mid lane, another potential jump for Big Num, by the way. He's got the lineup, he's got the connection with the rolling boulder, a follow-up stun. He did not do a level yet into the silence. And they don't have enough
now
burst.
He might die.
Yep.
Take him away?
No, he has no mana. That's the nerf.
Purified.
Low intel, low mana
Purified.
pool means you can only do your one combo on your Earth Spirit, and after that, if it doesn't work, you'd have no follow-up.
Oh, did he get an enough?
Yeah, his in game was reduced. Or his starting int was reduced. Either or. Went down to 2. So.
Too much Kowlin soccer, so got nerfed.
That's why I feel like mangoes are usually a good grab for him. But he has a fairy fire for now. He might have had a mango earlier, but I was gonna have a mango handy just in case.
Oh, Illidan diving. It's fine. Silencer 0-2, not the start he was hoping for, hoping to trounce his lane, but Invoker got the counter on him. So once again we get a similar build, the early Exort just for the damage, and Alacrity option. Alacrity Cold Snap, pretty nasty to deal with, and going back for Cross Wax.
Ooh, King R has finally made his presence known in the mid lane here. He's been tired of these supports on Arcade missing and suddenly popping up against the Silencer here, so he's going to hang around for a bit, it looks like.
They're going to bring old Kowlin back. They're going to... okay. He dead.
Lines up the silence. The roll forward is going to be a miss, though. Gets the kick connection here on the General, but they got the rip. They're keeping the Silencer alive, and now the turn of the fight. And there might not be any ammunition left from Arcade to make a response, but it does look like they're going to walk themselves away from trouble. There's quite a bit, a lack of lockdown, if you will, on the side of Elements without their Tusk being handy. So they're not able to get anything as a response.
That's twice the Undying build they silenced out with the Soul Rip.
Yep.
And they're going for a good game. I think they want to get easier pickings. I'm not sure Tuska is easier pickings, so to speak. But Bignum is going to try for it. He is going to roll in. He's got a miss.
That's it. He's got nothing else. I mean, that's no mana.
He's got stick charges to cancel TP,
that's
so
true.
A good game could get caught out. Yep, he's going to roll into Anime Boy. Oh, mistakes.
One rotation in from Gyro, who does have a call down, though. If they decide to engage this Tusk, they could find themselves in a world of hurt, and I think the call out had been made. Yeah, so that's good. He just has very little mana to work with, is the sad thing for early Earth Spirit.
Oh, Oracle getting chased here. Phoenix is actually really insidious. You don't think he's a threat, but if you get hit by a Fire Spirit in the when he's level 5 or level 6, he actually has a lot of potential to kill you. Especially if he has his ultimate, you just dive over your tower and there's nowhere to hide. It's really good for solo kills. So Phoenix can get out of hand really fast and really item independent as well.
I mean, does Phoenix still push here for a Midas at this point to kind of just develop that much faster?
Yeah, I think because I mean you might want to deviate for Earn maybe for more damage.
Well, I think,
but you almost always want to get a Midas because I mean you don't really need items unless you really want that mech early game.
Yeah, the nice thing is that Earth Spirit is great for Urn, so that would relieve a bit from the Phoenix and allow her to go for the Midas if necessary. So we'll see.
Pretty sure Karis is the guy's name though.
I don't know. He, she thing. The Great Mighty Phoenix.
Alright, let's agree to call him Moltres.
Moltres. Fair enough.
Dire's top
We already
tower
got
is under
Atiku,
attack.
kind of,
Dire's
and
top
Moltres.
tower
We just
has
need
fallen.
Zapdos. We need a lightning flying type. Get on an ice frog, flying
Storm
lightning
Spirit,
type.
right? I don't know. It's probably the closest to a
But
lightning
he's not
flying
like
thing.
he doesn't have wings and stuff. It's not yellow and lightning-ish. We need a Zapdos stat.
Oh, maybe the frog's listening. But
Yeah.
Elements as they push through an easy tier 1 takedown. Illidan came up here hoping to spend his call down, but
Right.
Phoenix going to be going down on the bottom by the hands of his
Terrified.
Oracle here. So
And King R actually doing pretty well in his Oracle. I mean, last game they lost, but still pulling a lot of weight here in his Oracle.
picked it every
saving
game, right?
lives.
Yeah, all 3 games he's played this
Oh,
Oracle.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't watch game 1. Okay.
Yeah, all 3
Yeah.
games,
So
and
he's
he's the same
30
build every
Oracle
time.
picker. Oh, stack stolen.
Big steal. Big steal here.
Illidan's having a delicious game, except now
Barash
trouble.
steps in.
They are-
Alacrity's up. They got a great egg here on the Bird Tornado. Gonna lock him in place so the stun's gonna connect in the finishing Mana
Dead.
Void.
That's
We'll get that one. Good game now. Slept up. The 3 pursue him.
Chat.
Long kick will connect, locks him down, and it's over.
Yeah, he's gonna be chat wheeling. I feel like people with names like Good Game just love to chat wheel. But General hasn't died anymore, so that's good. Going for treads as well. Do you think he's gonna go for the same build?
I don't know.
I mean, same build as the previous Silencer, so yeah.
You know, it's hard to say. I mean, Illidan, when he played his mid lane, Silencer would sometimes favor an early mech, but they have playing mech candidates. Top lane call down is just going to scurry the AM away from the lane. But if he doesn't go for the mech, I mean, yeah, could just decide to go for the Atos once more. Force Staff, maybe a Yules to help with the silence against the Earth Spirit. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Oh, Bane, the wrong end of a Silencer. I mean, wrong end of an Oracle. They're gonna catch the Earth Spirit instead. Gets a good kick, stuns them all, and you'll be fine. So, wasted Tombstone.
And now he has Arcane Boots, so all the mana problems I was talking about before are pretty much gone. Once you just get Arcane Boots, then you're pretty much set for mana.
Anti-Mage getting pushed back a lot.
Dire's
He has 2
top tower
kills,
is under
but
attack.
Battle Fury is still pretty far away with the pressure they've been applying top. And now they want to force a fight bottom. There's the spin to start things off. Barrage might get caught out. Does he get his ultimate off in time? No, he does not. The boulder connects and coink, as the Spirit puts it.
Yep.
How are you liking your favorite hero, Stomping?
Yeah, I mean,
Doing what?
the potential he's shown so far is just the fact that it's nice to have someone who could engage and respond from long distances very fast. That's a very what many say OP factor about the hero, and he's shown it a couple of times this game. Like even early on, when he got taken down in the lane, he was able to TP back and roll right to the enemy within a moment's notice to assist. So it's
Dire's
almost as if
middle tower
it doesn't really
is
matter
under
he was taken
attack.
down. And of course, even with the nerf down AoE of his kick stun, I'd have to say Big Num's been really good at targeting it in. He hasn't really missed that few of them.
I know it's
so.
easier to ask a user of the Earth Spirit, but how much is the width
Radiant's
change?
bottom
Is it a
tower
big
is
deal? Do
under
you find
attack.
yourself missing more stuns now?
I've maybe seen like 2 stuns missed, but for the most part, if you connect it properly, you don't miss. Good hit here. Magnetize now going to be out, but there's a good
silence.
response, so he can't get any more stones down.
Oh,
So
AM.
Magnetize is going to get shut off at this point. They get a good turnaround, taking out the
that's a good
AM
sign.
right away. Illidan, though, is going to be earned up, and he will be taken down. Phoenix Egg, very nice. We'll stun up General here, but General's got a DD rune, and he's looking to just go
Look at the
to
silence.
work here.
Look at
Force
the
Spirit
last
slows
one.
it down.
Just wait the Phoenix come back. Yeah.
Yep, he's going to get that one.
it's
Oh my god, the
gonna go
damage.
down.
He might get some serious
Oh, the
intel here.
Sunstrike.
Boom!
That was unfortunate. I thought it was gonna be Elements fight, and then Arcade turned around with a good counter initiation, and then Global Silence, and I thought Elements had it again, and then there was some mess up, and they all dropped low, and then they turned it around again.
It was
Courtesy
going to
of
be a hell of a
Asuka.
start there for Arcade. Yeah, they had the great setup and what could have been a for sure kill onto Illidan, but it was a good counter response from
Shields.
elements. Silencer knows that the second I don't know if he timed it this way, but the second Magnetize comes out from Earth Spirit, one global is all it takes, and he'll never get to refresh his ultimate at all. I mean, he's going to be rendered without being able to drop any new stones, which will refresh it, and it's a good play there. So that just takes a big chunk out of the potential.
James got to 5,000 with Silencer alone.
I'm sure he's pretty happy
That
about the
hero's
buffs.
pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with the buffs. I love Silencer.
Oh,
Kicks. There's
swing
the
and a
whiff.
miss. He gets a blessing on the good game here, and Illidan casually throws the call down, has a half commitment
Dire's
for it
middle
though.
tower is under attack.
And he's not going to find anyone up here. Bignum can roll away, will do so. Back and below, though, they have another snowball out. This one is going to be onto the Invoker, and he is done for.
Evaporates. The global silence being used offensively, and the lack of curse of
Radiant's
silencer
bottom
is just
tower is
annoying
under
me to no
attack.
end. But
Dire's middle
But
tower
hey.
is under attack. Dire's structures are
This
fortified.
is going very
maybe
well
it's
for
maybe
Elements.
maybe it's a ploy. Ice Frog, get Ice Frog to buff
Dire's
Curse
middle
even more.
tower has fallen.
Curse has been buffed every version. I think.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That's just what happens,
No
man.
one is
Some of the
skilling
heroes that just get ignored, just get little bits of love every patch, and eventually
they become cancer.
Yeah, eventually they just become super popular, and everyone realizes how far the frog has actually gone. I feel like one of the heroes that could end up being like that
Dire's
is
middle tower
Pugna.
is under
He
attack.
gets buffed every
Really?
patch, and one day he's
I
gonna
think
just really commit.
Windrunner is the result of that. Actually, it was first Lina, and then now it was Windrunner.
Dire's
Yeah.
middle tower is under attack.
Love the change
Alright,
on Windrunner.
anti-mage, anti-mage, silence. You are actually in trouble. Nope,
Looks
he's
like
fine.
he's able to make it away.
Why
Tombstone's
would you
out.
tombstone
He can eat
that?
some big damage here, I was gonna say, and maybe no, he times it out and we'll be able to blink beyond, so he's fine. Okay.
Yeah. And it's free money as well. Okay, J4 might be in trouble. The sun drops down. They will get a free sun there. Not dropping the spirits before. And General is isolated, but Bignum chooses to back off for now. Squeen coming in for that. I don't think Bignum's getting out of this.
He has a roll, but needs to stall out for 2 more seconds here. If he gets cursed now, before... Oh, he made it. Okay. So,
Nice. Yes, he made it.
Yeah.
And Undying, taking a lot of tower hits. Mana Void incoming.
Oh.
Ooh, gets the heal
He's
in
still
time.
down.
But dead.
Oh,
wait.
Oh, he
What?
just gets the sapped strength to stay alive there. He'll get
Dire's
shut
bottom
down.
tower is
Back
under
and below, though, General looking
General
to turn
getting
around, but
burned.
getting cold
Cold snap,
snapped up.
look
He
at
can't
that.
right click or nothing.
Earn Cold Snap's my favorite change, I think, of
Dire's
Earn,
bottom tower
because
is
Earn
under
was changed to
attack.
pure damage, and
Nice.
it procs Cold Snap now. And go
Good
game,
silence,
good
good
game.
kick. He has snowball,
boulders,
but that's
man.
it.
The boulders. And Illidan, he hasn't actually got a lot of farm. Despite him participating in all the fights, he has actually died in all the fights. 0-2 right now.
This is going pretty damn well here for him. Bignum is got his urn. Looks like nearly complete. He's actually was he
But if you check
bracers?
the
Double
gold-
bracers? Double bracers?
Why?
I think
right.
he was he going
Expert
urn and
analysis.
someone else is
What's
like, no,
wrong
I'll
with
get the
this?
urn. Oh, he has the urn on the oh maybe
Invoker, yeah.
yeah maybe I don't know. I don't know if he got the 2 gloves and was like, I'm just going urn because I always get urn when I play Earth Spirit, and they didn't quite communicate that, and he decided to abandon ship and get 2 bracers instead. That's the only thing I could think of.
It's not that bad.
I mean, he's a strength hero, and he benefits from having a lot more life and some bonus stats, sure.
yeah, you can beat the shit out of people. With
But that's
the
a 1K commitment to 2 bracers over a different item, like maybe starting to build
Right.
towards a reliable
Carl,
point
you'll
booster.
be eating your words later when he survives because of the braces. Alright.
Could have got pretty close to a
Dire's
point
bottom
booster.
tower
Would have
is under
offered
attack.
a lot of HP, but
Yeah.
to each his own.
I still want to see the
Dire's
Aghanim's
bottom
because
tower is
grabbing someone and no turning them to stone and just grabbing them from so far is just seems really broken to me. Bignum's in trouble.
Yep.
All right, here comes the bracer protection.
Nope. No, he made a roll out up top, but he rolled himself into a one-way street. And the unfortunate thing is, you always put more priority in getting his Q and his E. So when rolling boulders save
Dire's
for last,
bottom
it's a
tower
long
is under
cooldown,
attack.
similar like Mirana's lead.
Radiant's top tower is
Long
under
cooldown
attack.
early on.
All right, our spirit guy has spoken, and anti-mage God's Battle Fury once again the call down used for farming. I never understood that. Do you really need to call down the wave? Is it a show of dominance?
They're hustling bottom lane. In the meantime, Tornado was a swing and a miss, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past Illidan. This guy's an accomplished gyrocopter player. I think he just can gauge whether. I mean, it's a relatively low cooldown. I mean, you're gonna have it once for every fight, and he's like, well, we're definitely not planning on taking a fight within the next, 50 seconds. So, might as well put it to use.
Call down.
And there's a double wave here, so let's just get it down faster and get the gold that much quicker.
All right. Good game has his mech. The Guardian Greaves not far away. Although this time he might not need to prioritize it because the silence is on his side.
Roll silence.
Oh,
This guy
meanwhile-
plays Earth Spirit, man. He's using the stones appropriately. That's a nice save. He's still going to be eating a damage from the magnetize, I believe.
Spin
he
removes
drops.
the
No, yeah,
damage.
it does
I think
remove it.
he's
You're
dead.
right.
Oh,
That's right.
it removes the protection from Oracle. I don't know what's called, Fate's Edict. Yeah.
Oracle very good against Earth Spirit too, man. But here we go. Big snowball in.
Preemptive EMP.
There's a kick. It will catch. The response is a global here. And good game. Barely staying alive. Gets the help. Yoku will be going down, though, in the end. A buyback from the Bane is going to be
That was
committed
not the
here.
sun you were looking
Big
for.
double stun. Big double silence coming out from Big Num right there on his Earth Spirit. Makes the one catch. Enemy boy eating a lot of damage. Big Num be forced to blink back it away, but they have the follow-up here, and that curse refreshing up. Tries to go for a deny. Oh, he blinks out. He blinks out,
Okay.
gets the TP, and he is good. All right.
I have sundered this cabal. But Earth Spirit really pulling weight there. What's he building? Is he building a pipe? I feel like this is
lens,
not 8
maybe.
lens.
I mean,
Is it 8 lens? Right. What does it increase?
the pull range. You can pull a stone from further away. You can kick a stone from further away, which means you don't have to be on top of your own stone. You can actually
But
technically
it will
kick
mess
from
up your
further in
angle,
front.
right? No?
It depends. I don't think it's worth it personally. But we'll see. He might go for it nonetheless and have something different, but there's going to be a pull through, a stun in,
Dead man.
magnetized out. He reflects it well, has a secondary stone. They could pursue this. He has one more stone to work with. Might commit it here after the kick.
AM saved by his Bane. Nicely done. This AM has been escaping death quite a few times.
All right.
I like this fight. I always like casting CIS Dota. I mean, even though the games usually happen during my bedtime, but it's always fun to cast CIS Dota. So much action. 21 minutes, we got 40 kills. No, 30 kills.
Thanks to thee.
Yeah,
Nearly maxed out there. But yeah, 30 kills in 20 minutes. Pretty good stuff. And this is considered low, actually.
yeah, maybe for these teams. I'm just glad they're ready to put on a show.
I mean, in China, it's probably a 16-minute worth of kills, but in CIS, this is average.
Early kick to spam out the wave a little bit here. Elements clearly pressing themselves into this. Know that they can't really outlast Arcade's kind of lineup with this AM. And know that the
Radiant's
pressure's
top
on them to
tower is
kind of
under
push
attack.
forward with these objectives.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's
They get
middle
healed
tower
up. They're
is
going to
under
continue to
attack.
tread on forward, but
Radiant's top
still
tower
Arcade
has
finding a
fallen.
line of farmer across the
Dire's
map.
middle tower
I mean,
has
since
fallen.
then, this Phoenix, has his Midas already and looks to be building up
Radiant's top
into a
tower
Yule's
is under
here.
attack.
Removes the silence. I think silence is just so nonsense for him. So, it's gonna
Radiant's
that
bottom
dispel
tower
going.
is under attack.
like there are so many fights where he's just sitting around trying to deploy his spirits to save his teammates, and he just sits on the cliff and watches.
And
AM's very close to his Manta.
which now it's very scary here. General's silence capability is quickly being rendered useless across all the ways this team is able
Might
to
catch enemy
itemize.
boy. Oh, blinks right into them. He's dead.
Oh yeah.
Maybe-
And they got
maybe
the
not.
global. He goes for the TP. It's not gonna happen.
What? Oh man. Things like this makes you quit. make
Bottom
people
lane,
quit.
they're doing a long chase for Illidan. That
Laser
stone
beam.
will hit, and they have the silence. That's gonna hold them for the Fiend's grip and the kill.
Bignum has great aim, man.
This guy plays good Earth Spirit. I mean, he's much better than probably.
Is it better
he's
than yours?
Probably much better than me. I mean, yeah, these guys are all going to be better than me. But you could tell the difference between a guy who doesn't really know what he's doing and knows what he's doing. We casted at WCA. Mushi's team had DJ play Ember Spirit. They have Ohio who does play Earth Spirit, and they had to hand it off to DJ to change up the draft. And you could just see when an Earth
Radiant's
Spirit doesn't
middle
really know what
tower
he's
is under
doing.
attack.
Casually just spamming out
Radiant
stones as you
structures
die.
are
And
fortified.
when you see someone like this who's able to kind of utilize them very nicely, you can see why people would cry out OP.
It's almost like a martial art, actually. I mean, the hero has a team of martial arts around it, and the way his skills are played, it's very martial arty. You gotta be really precise. You gotta have very good timing, discipline, and he has point booster money, so you might have a little bit of excitement coming your way soon.
I mean, doesn't mean the hero in just the right hands is always going to have a good time. We saw at WCA Liquid Jerix, who's renowned to be the best Earth Spirit in the game, have a struggling low performance. But here we go. Early initiation, tornado on the choke point. And now we see General potentially get blown up. AM takes him apart right now. They are going to get the response, taking down the Earth Spirit here. Meanwhile, on the other side, good game, dancing around, hoping to save out his buddy Illidan, who's slept up right now. Will get the rocket barrage off. Looking to go for J4, will get it done. Meanwhile, Antiboy
Anti-Mage is just taking names.
He
He's
really
going in
is.
for the gyro kill as well.
All the backliners falling apart to him.
No. Nope, Lysander and Yasha did tag him, so he's really slow right now. They're gonna try to get a punch on him, but he has a blink. The Glimmer Cape, is it gonna bail the Undying out? So 2-on-2, 2-on-3, are we going in? Gyrocopter taking too many hits on his own. There's a punch, call down to follow maybe. But I think AM wants to go for this. They're all out of mana.
Oh, turnaround call down from Illidan here, but AM is going to be able to blink away.
Yeah. And the Spirit's gonna be preemptive. This Undying smoking himself to freedom. Will he get out of there in time though? Will there be a discovery? Oh, Glimmer Cape. I think he sees him. Oh,
No!
he saw him. Solar beam.
Oh, man. He was so close to making it away.
Oh. Saving Private Dirge. Not working out.
Oh, Aether Lens pickup on the Bane. I love it on this hero, though.
Yeah.
All of his spells really could take advantage of the extra range.
You know what's really fun for Bane? The Aghanim Scepter. No one actually builds it on him, but it's so fun because you know what it does? I think if you attack Bane, or I'm not sure if you attack Bane or damage Bane while he casts his ultimate, you get slept. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a shield that he gets. Yeah, Fiend's Grip will disable. No, oh wait, I don't know what the X upgrade does. The alternate doesn't work for Bane.
Oh, it's so they get slept if they try to attack him while he's doing it.
Or damage him. I think damage might be a little bit OP, so probably like attack him.
We'll see though. I don't see it very
But
often.
it's kind of cute. It's not the best, but it's really good in some lineups, like melee lineups, where everyone's trying to get a piece of you while you're gripping someone.
Radiant's
I can go
middle
Google that
tower
right
is under
now.
attack.
It looked like Big Numb
Bane.
decided to go for the Glimmer Cape here. Reflects
Are you
obviously.
disappointed?
I mean, it was nerfed
not
a little bit,
Aghanims.
but I mean, you can magnetize and invis yourself and get away with doing whatever the hell you want if they don't have proper detection. And there's a fair amount of magical bursts from Gyrocopter and company,
Radiant's
so
top tower is under attack.
save an ally with it. Later on, if you do get an Ags, pull Glimmer. Mid lane, they try to make a jump here on the AM, but he was able to blink away. They're quick to chase him here, but Arcade happy to kind of continue to farm up a bit and play to the late game here. Even Barish here on his
Radiant's
Invoker.
top tower
Orchid's already
is under
done, and he
attack.
is about complete with his Yules, so Mace Sword of Silence coming his way. He's got the extra move speed he can all handle.
Oh. The Roche has been spotted, so Roshan not particularly feeling the Christmas cheer.
Tornado
Radiant's middle
catches
tower
the two
is
here.
under attack.
They're still persistent. They want to go
They're
for
not
this,
afraid.
but they got Egg.
I feel like they shouldn't be afraid though. There's Phoenix, you shouldn't be taking a Roche fight. This
Go
is
in,
disastrous
pull
for
for
them.
silence. They got it. He had to commit an extra rock for it, but they're going to go.
Comes to global.
Yeah, and the response from Arcade is to attempt to retreat here. They are going to get the
Oh,
Invoker
no.
and Phoenix down. This is a huge fight for Elements. Magnetize will come out
Global
the end there,
silence.
but it's going to quickly be taken off. And now they go
and
in.
the AoE purge as well from Oracle. Wow. Just removes all of the magnetism.
Global shut down
I feel
right
like
there.
Arcade should have fought that a lot better. Like Phoenix missed the chance to use the Supernova.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Anime trying
But
to
hey,
split
AM
the
stays
lanes.
alive to farm. So
Yeah.
space, I guess.
He'll continue to farm up. It looks like he's going to be
They don't
forced
have
into a
catches.
BKB for that
So-
silence.
Elements doesn't have they don't have a catching lineup. Like, I mean, Tusker arguably with a blink might be able to hold the AM for a while, but
Radiant
Fat AM
structures
is
are
not gonna have
Surprise
any of that.
J4
And
from the secret shop. Gets a Fiend's Grip and sets up for an easy kill there for the AM. Casual
that's a good
pickup for
kill.
Arcade.
That's a free tier 1 as well.
Radiant's bottom tower
Oh,
is under
yes.
attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
BKB now in hand here for the AM from that kill. Doesn't have to worry any longer about the pesky silence. Greaves now complete for Yoku here. After already committing his Blink Dagger. Call down from Illidan. He loves to throw these things out like it's nothing. And they're not going to be able to get the TP cancel. Anime Boy is going to make it out. And all the meanwhile, Arcade being able to read the situation so well. They have these nice deep wards.
Illidan is really behind the CS. If you look at the CS charts, he's like a full 60 behind the AM and net worth of 5,000 lacking. So, despite their successes in the Roche Pit and the last few team fights, AM is way ahead of that farm. And he's looking to be a real problem. The Manta Illusions are now going to be a real issue here.
Well, we'll have to see. I mean, there's always the hopeful global potential along with an Oracle to keep this gyrocopter alive as long as possible. But I'd have to agree. I feel like Arcade do have a bit of a better later late game to go, but it's all about execution in the end, and we'll see what Elements can do here. A team that I would say has a bit more experience under the belt. Illidan happy to trade up a bit here with the AM as he continues to press on. All of the rest of Elements coming in from behind here. It looks like they're looking to get something done in this mid lane.
Radiant's top tower
They
is
have the
under
Aegis
attack.
here on Illidan. Why not put some use to it?
And his mana burn there. Might lose his Aegis. He's out of mana for his favorite cooldown. Arcane Boots are gonna bring that back up. Wow, team purging is really good.
The kick pull was also missed there from Earth, so he won't have that up for a while. Phoenix in a bit of trouble, almost goes down.
He can actually go for this Sun. I think the Sun initiation will be great here. Oh, they sleep up Illidan. Are they gonna change this one over? Nope. That's gonna be heals and saves. So no quick snipe on the Aegis there.
He never got the second level of Fate's Edict, so he always hurts him with the second Purifying Flames.
Dire's
It's
middle
funny.
tower is under
But
attack.
for now, it heals him all the way up. Oh, we'll eat the Tornado EMP. Oracle will not have enough mana for False Promise
And I
here,
think now they
unless
go
he
for
gets an
Baron.
Arcanes or something. He gets the Greaves, so he will have it for now. Yeah.
Power going down. I think they need to go, otherwise they're giving away Rex.
Illidan still has his Aegis here. See, flat cans through. They keep him alive every little bit, but now the Aegis will
I
be
think
spended.
time to go in.
They have a global though, so it's very difficult for Arcade to get a
Sun
catch
needs
without
to come up now.
silencing the
Oh,
silencer,
they got
but he
him.
has BKB. Still not caught yet. He might have the BKB off the
Going
EMP.
now.
He will. They're going to evacuate. They don't want to fight this. They're not going to spend the global. Now they will.
Okay, oh, turn around.
It's a
But hold down
reposition
missing
here.
completely. And the Sun has been deployed. They'll instantly go for it. I felt like the Phoenix had a lot of opportunities to use the Sun there. He just held back. And now Earth Spirit gonna use his Magnetize, but very little effect as most of the elements.
They're going to cancel their
heroes are
TPs. They're going to try to cancel them. They saw screen here. They're not going to let him get away because AM has been going to work on this bottom lane. Silencer went back to respond to it after committing the global, or actually stepped back, then got the global, but he ended up going down to the AM, and AM just pretty much took the second, or the full set of racks on bottom lane now.
Oh wow. Okay. When you don't see the rat. Well, they did lose a ranged Rex in return, but hey, a full melee Rex, that's pretty huge there for the AM. And he buys up an Eagle's Song and a Evasion Talisman. Alright, Mouse 5.
They have been really finding good ways to respond to this. Elements.
Yeah, AM is a problem when you don't have any catches like Storm, Doom, stuff like that, Disruptor. But he got a BKB, so I don't see anything that can lock him down actually. A punch, that's about it.
Yeah.
And the point booster is picked up by Earth Spirit, so get hyped. Only 1,005 to go. He sold one of his braces for it.
Yeah. Gets a
think
lot
the-
better once you get a Blink Dagger with it. Because then you can just
The
blink,
Remnant,
set it up,
the
and then
Remnant.
roll out. Otherwise, you're committing your
random
roll in
freeze.
for a setup.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you blink and magnetize.
Radiant's
see,
I
though.
think the
tower
feature
is
of
under attack.
the turning someone into a remnant sounds really broken in the right circumstances.
Oh,
Radiant's top
Manta
tower
away
is
the
being
silence. He
denied.
goes in. Silencer's going to force out his BKB. And AM juggles between the two of them here. Oh, can they find the getaway? No, he's got the BKB still and will make it out. Charges just traded between both sides. AM
Death
just
by rat.
continuing to be a bit of a nuisance here for the team. And I mean, I said at the start, I thought Earthspear was not going to have a great time this game. You know, even though it looks like by record he's 1-4, but he's actually been able to contribute a whole lot. Maybe avoiding the curses from the silencer, but working well outside of the global here. And you know, that's the problem is silencer's a pretty cooldown dependent kind of a hero. If you don't get a lot from the global, then you're going to run into some big problems this game. And now with BKBs even coming together, yeah, lots of
I
cooldown
can hear
here.
the pride in your voice. So much pride for the Earth Spirit picker. Double layered invisibility here. So the Earth Spirit, he should have a perfect time. I mean, they're not expecting invisibility, so he can walk right into them, drop a huge magnetize. I think magnetize.
Oh, here we go. Big kick, big silence coming in.
Well.
Boom, boom, boom. Pull back. Global
And the
is
sun.
out
There you
as a
go.
response, though. And this is Element's time. This is when they have to utilize this big global and get a lot done. But Anime Boy, man, he is way too farmed, and he just shuts down Illidan. They cut over now, get the catch onto Yoku. Yoku goes down the creep, almost KS's that one, but it is arcade all day. 4 go down all day from the side of Elements, and now the
That's what I
buybacks
meant,
have to
dude.
come out.
Phoenix just needs to jump in right away. Like, the minute they initiate, he flies in, dumps spirits on everyone, and hits the sun before the silencer has time to react. Because the last few fights, he hung around until the silencer hit silence, and then he just stood there and did nothing. Because while the silence is on, even if the global goes down, they have to deal with the sun. And that buys your teammates time to walk off the silence. I think that's the biggest deal about this. A good game, getting caught out. He greaves up. He has the Glimmer Cape, but they drop the Sentry Ward and Anti-Mage. Pretty
With the
huge right now.
alacrity. Oh, my God.
Oh, he'll
He's just a
survive.
serious
Oracle
fiend
bailed
right
him out.
now.
And yeah, have you seen Gyrocopter and Alacrity? That stuff hurts.
Yeah. Oh, man. Big moves
just
for
farts
Arcade
out
right now.
shots and
These
everyone
guys were the
dies.
underdogs in this series, and they're giving Elements a run for their money here. They're on the verge of just kind of completely taking over. This AM seems pretty damn unstoppable by this point. Ags is near
Yeah,
complete
2
on the
melee
Earth.
Rexes down.
Yeah, Ag's nearly complete also, or pretty much it is complete on the Invoker.
That are some nice applications, giving a +1 to all your balls and upgrading your. Oh wait, was it +1 to all the balls or is it spells? So, something gets a level up, and there we go. There we go.
Double Axe done, only a few more moments before the Roche is up. It's a very short timer. Very nice there for Team Arcade. The second they peek at it here, which it seems like that's going to be J4's duty, they'll just go ahead and pick that one up, and then a high ground push is all that's really in order here for them to kind of close this game out. And we have to begin to look at Team Element's side and see what their high ground defense is going to be. They have call down and some decent outspam here with your Tusk Shards, and of course Gyrocopter with his Flak Cannon. But outside of that, BKB's already
The
in line for
Undying
Arcade.
is
It's
really
rough.
just tapering off now,
Yeah.
doing nothing in fights. Bignum, I think you just need to lock the camera on him now. Is that it?
No, I mean,
The rest don't matter now, right?
we'll see if he wants to go for some hot shot plays, and I mean that's the thing is Earthspear with an Ags is one of the best at sieging because you just roll your ass in there. If you can grab up one of their cores and pull them in, then kick them out, your job is done.
Has fallen to the dire.
Yeah, or you just enchant them and pull them out, right?
Yep.
And now he can pull teammates out as well. Yeah, something to note.
Oh yeah,
So
it's
that-
just as good as a
The
defensive
Earth Spirit
ability.
is at full power now.
Yeah. Nope, just
Ready
as
for big
good
plays.
being a defensive tool as it is offensive.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We'll see
Radiant
though.
I'm waiting for the
structures are
remnant
fortified.
pull out a target.
You might be waiting a bit. I don't know if he's going to be willing to just throw himself in there unless he
Radiant's
knows he has a
middle
target to
tower
lock
is under
onto.
attack.
Who knows, Big Num? Maybe he's feeling pretty confident. For now, though, just the standard
Radiant's
have
middle
Anime
tower
Boy
has
here.
fallen.
kind of siege on forward. They have plenty of backup
Oh,
behind him
for
here.
you?
Oh,
Donkey.
wants a butterfly or something.
Donkey lives. He's got a quarter staff. They're not gonna waste time chasing. I think they want to clean this up as soon as possible. General, losing some health. Abyssal Blade, okay. So that's the
Radiant's
icing on the
top
cake.
barracks are under attack.
So Arcade, they either close this game out right now or we wait another 10 minutes.
Oh, with an Aegis in hand,
Looking pretty close.
better chance for the former. Yeah, the Arcade could be able to do work. It's going to put a lot of pressure here on Elements to try to defend somehow. They just charge on forward with the Tornado. Anime Boy now sieging away at this tier 3. I mean, with the pull, I mean, he's mostly got this Axe for the pull. I mean, you can see him waiting for it just in case he's in trouble. He's just going to grab that AM and bring him right back to the safe zone. Get out of jail free card right there. Much more the bigger deal than the enchant.
Yeah, they gotta pull him out. Nope, BKBs and oh no, Illidan
Oh,
got a
big
huge
jump in
amount of
here.
void on him.
Still
Might not
waiting.
die just yet.
Commitment in. Egg now going to be dropped down. And they quickly spread here. A lot of damage here on the Yoka. That's going to be the egg bombing. That's going to be General going down. Buyback needs to be used here, but he has no more global. And Barash will lose his Aegis. But, you know, Anime Boy continues to go to work. Racks to be fallen here from the side of Elements who already committed buybacks. They're going to hope to get something from it. They may have just gotten the Invoker. Now they're on the retreat.
Is it Magus? No, one range strikes left. Alright. No, Phoenix going up for the Sun. He gets the Eels. Nope, gets caught. So they get a -2 there. It's a really small victory given the circumstances.
Yeah, with one Rax standing, I mean, Arcade is just
Needs to throw a body at it.
yeah, they can play with their food at this point. This is now on Elements to. You'd think that they'd have to all in down mid or some sort of crazy smoke play to make it happen.
Is there money for Rapier? Nope.
Okay, without a
I don't
Rapier,
know.
another minute before Global's even up. I mean, he didn't even level the curse. I can't help but feel like maybe
It's
some
karma.
points in the curse, you get it onto someone like the Earth, like it really can't do much, and they're just gonna fall apart to all the refreshing damage, or not. I mean, I don't
Are
know.
the stats worth it? Are they worth it? It's definitely not worth it, I think.
It's hard to say at this point.
So good. Well, it might be my 4K brain talking, but I find it really annoying to ignore one of your skills till level 18.
Well, we'll see. You know, it's maybe you know, 1 out of 10 times it's set to work, but in this case, just not to their benefit. And it's still
Maybe.
just a lot on Elements. You see AM dancing around here a bit, but you know, they're happy to kind of continue to play around this cooldown of the global. It's up now, so maybe this is the time here for Elements. They can't just afford to sit in their base and allow Arcade to slow siege down into Megas.
Alright, a smoke to clean things up. And, well, I guess if Element win this fight, they might have Aegis, might have
Oh,
the
they might not even have
Divine.
Silencer here. He's dead for sure.
Global?
He'll get it off
he's
before
dead.
he does die. But it's now on Illidan here, who's starting to flat cannon everything down. But
Good game.
as you can see, it's not going to matter. This one is going to go the way of Arcade. Another upset already here for BTS Europe. Elements
Yep.
coming in as
Well,
a promising
Navi's
squad.
game wasn't an upset, right?
Victory.
No, that was
Or
not.
was it Cookies?
Cookies. Cookies winning against Team Spirit. Another upset. And now we get to see
Oh.
Arcade versus Navi in the next round.
I've got a theory for you. The way this anti-mage has been playing, maybe Anime Void is Envy.
All right. He's just bored and wants to play.
Yeah, 14, 1, and 4, man. That's Envy style AM. Loves anime, checks out.
Maybe just a lot of anime fans like AM, because, you know, can't have anime without
It's
AM,
like that
right?
cool ninja guy with Blink and deep voice.
Well, what do we take away from this series overall? Well, all the
But it's still
teams...
good.
Yeah, I mean, other teams in the tournament take note. Arcade, you know, they have an Earth Spirit player on their team, so might be a respect win
Bandit.
coming their way in the future. And gotta also give, of course, credit to their AM. Very
Uh-huh.
solid play,
Oh,
did his
and-
job, split push, got farm. But
Yeah, I felt like Phoenix could have been a little bit more clean on his initiations, less hesitation, I think. games here and there. Cost him a few fights early. But if he had executed faster on some of the team fights, I think they could have turned it around. And overall, I think on the losing side, King R deserves a shout out as well. 3 games of good Oracle plays. Not enough, but
It was fun.
It was pretty impressive. Yeah.
It was fun to watch.
Kept a lot of people alive, and Purifying Flames is quite a spell.
It is. It is. Well, with that, folks, it's going to wrap up today's Dota action. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing you the coverage, but we are going to be heading out. Tomorrow is a new day of new Dota coverage. I will not be here. I'm going to be starting to go out on holiday. But for my wonderful co-caster here, Lysander, don't be afraid to go and show some love. Where can they catch you on Twitter at?
You can find me at Lysander Zenora. I'm sure you guys have heard of me. Been around for quite a while, but I can always type in the chat later on. It's a little bit of a mouthful. Should have thought about it before creating, but yeah, you guys can follow me. I will be covering the games on the 26th and 28th, I believe. So still not confirmed, but probably going to be covering games during then. So you can check back in for more Dota action. But it's been great, KotL. I actually never casted with you before, and this was fun.
Awesome. Well, hopefully our paths will cross again in the future. But for now, it's time to enjoy the holiday. For everyone else, enjoy the rest of your day. Good luck in your Dota games, and we'll see you next time. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Christmas.
See you later, and Merry Christmas.